Hey guys, kind of a different video for me today. Haven't done one of these in a while. You can hear I got my my 7-month-old in the background. But I've been researching these small helicopters for a while, these quadcopters for a while, and we've had plenty of them in the past for years and years with my older son, and now my younger son, not that one, but my 5-year-old wants to get into flying quads now. And my other one, my 8-year-old, he's been flying since I think 3 or 4. He's been practicing, but he's just not interested in other things he's doing. So I've been searching all these smaller helicopters, quads, and from what I got from all their other reviews and a couple other guys, the Heli-Max 1SQ seems like the best choice, and more of a name brand. Like they're all Chinese, but I just thought this would be a better way to go as far as warranties and parts availability. God, you hear that kid? He wants the 1SQ. So today I got the 1SQ in, and I'm going to do a little open box and fly around and describe some of the features, what I love about it, and then I'll just I already took it out of the box and flew it just to test it out. Just so I'm not an idiot when I open it up and it doesn't work and I don't know what I'm doing. So I went ahead and flew it and set it up. And I mean, really, there was no setting up. I charged the battery, plugged it in, and read the manual, a couple pages, not much, and then boom, I was flying. And surprisingly, it flies better than most of the flight controls out there right now. I'll be honest. It controls and feels really well. I went with the ready to fly version because this is from, like I said, my son. And the radio is smaller, so he could practice on a smaller radio. But we got the AnyLink, and you can connect it to your radio, and I'll do that later. So, but go ahead and open it up. So right off the bat, you get your manual. Some people throw them away. I mean, if you've never seen one before, how do you know? Open it up. Look at a couple things. There's important information on here, So right off the bat, you get the quad, really nice packaged in here in this box. Top one is just a cover. You got your little charger, USB charger. You can use the USB in your car if you got a phone charger that's in your car with that. Battery, it's a 3.7, 250 milliamp, one cell. The way you charge, you plug it in, solid. When it's done charging, it blinks. This whole thing blinks here because it's translucent. This mechanism here comes with a screwdriver. Some spare props, and hold on. All right, spare props and the motor. Just had to check on that kid. He's trying to get out of jail over there. So here's the quad itself. I mean, look at the size of it. It fits in my hand. I got big hands. But it's surprising. Actually, it's a little heavier than I thought it would be, but it's still light. The body's just plastic. Basically, it just clips on through the arms. So it's just a clear plastic body. It's cool. This is amazing because this quad is set up more like a traditional quad. I've been flying for years. What's cool about it, the features, you could buy the whole replacement arm motors setups, and you just slide them in, screw them on, plug them in. So each motor has a plug on here. On the board itself, there's a button for your binding right here. It's real small. And your antenna wire hanging out here. You know what's really cool about this? If you could see on the corners here, it actually has rubber vibration dampeners on here to help stabilize the board. That is so cool, And another reason why I like this quad was the fact that it looks like a quad. It doesn't have a cheap plastic body that just looks, like the Hoopsons, however you want to say it. They have a full body. Like this looks like it's just a traditional quad. It's cool. I mean, it feels solid. And I'll be honest. When I test flown, I was crashing it everywhere, into the walls and to my wife, and trying to chase the cat around. But no, this is it here, and like I said, it looks very well solid made, and the battery is it's straightforward. You just slide the battery in, just like that, boom, done. Doesn't move, doesn't jiggle. It's right in there. So let's put the body back on. And it's easy to do the body. It's just, The plastic holes just fit around the arms, but you know you don't want to break it. But it goes on fairly easy. There, it's on. I already put the batteries. In the remote. You hear that guy? What's interesting about the remote is, first of all, there's a blue light up here, and it says mode 2. But if you turn it upside down, it's mode 1. See how it says mode 1 up there? And you hear that? The joysticks, you know, what you use to change all your settings and everything in there. Yeah, he wants to be a part of the video. And to change your rates, you would push in your aileron stick, and that's how you change everything. But you go in the manual and you read all that stuff to find out. But the radio surprisingly feels good in my hand. It's a small, but it's not for me. It's for my son. You know, I'm going to hook it up to my DX7 later, but he's going to feel comfortable in this radio. It doesn't feel too cheap. It doesn't feel like an Alien Air or any of the other mini quads where they have like PlayStation feel remote. This feels like a real remote. I mean, the throttle is really loose. You know, it's not jiggly loose, but I mean, it's just there's no tension. And you got trims on here too, which makes it even nicer. So it is a 2.4 gigahertz system, and with the AnyLink, you can control it to your DX7, DX8, whatever you want. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Let me get this out of the way here. This video is kind of dragging on. And you hear that guy? He really wants to fly. So the radio's on first. Battery's in. Now it's initializing. It's blinking really. Let me show it to him. Maybe he'll be quiet. Look at that. Ooh. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a quick fly. I'll just leave the radio in view. It flies very stable. Flies really stable. Let me get up here and see so you can get a good view. It's a little breezy. If you look at the bottom of my garage, I got it open. So there's a little wind coming in here. But you can see it controls really easy. Let's put the battery wire up there. And you can fly this indoor and outdoor. I mean, really, it's got good power. Good. Do a little yaw spinning here. But let me see if get up here a little bit. Now the controls are really fast. I don't know. I don't have it on. I have it on low rate now, I think. But I mean, I trimmed it back a little bit. But that's hands off there. I mean, you got to trim it though, especially in the wind, because the wind does push it around. But other than that, look at how stable it is. That's hands off there though. You can see it's flying right there. Nothing. A little breezy, so it pushes it. Really good control though. And if you hit it, it's not going to hurt you. So I mean, it look, ow! It doesn't really do much. But I noticed though, if you crash and it flips over like this, you'll get what happens. The props will push down, and it'll bind up on the plastic motor mount here. All you do is just push the motor back up, because this motor just slides in these little mounts, and then each of the bottom of the motor mounts, or on the motors, there's these rubber feet. So when you take off flying, it doesn't spin right off the bat. It just stays nice and steady. But you'll know if the motor's binding on the thing there. So, but yeah, I mean that's. You see if I can do hands off here. Hands off there. And that's one hand. Let me get back over here. Look at that, I crashed it. What radio? So yeah, you crash it. It doesn't break. I mean, it's really sturdy. But you can get new parts for it real easy too. When I got close to the door, a little bit of wind coming out. It's a little windy today. But yeah, that's it. That's my review on. Now this is from my 5-year-old son. So, but we might have to confiscate it from him after his birthday because it's a birthday present for him. Got extra batteries coming for it. And surprisingly, it only took me about 15 or 20 minutes, I think, to charge the battery after flying for 7 minutes, something like that. After 7 minutes, I charged it. It only took about 15, 20 minutes to charge. Some guys talk about going up to 10 minutes and stuff, but I didn't push it. I just went about 6 or 7 minutes, threw it back on the charger, and that was it. So me and my youngest 7-month-old are done with the review, and Heli-Max 1SQ. I believe this is the best micro quadcopter out right now. Wow, stability, it's quick, nimble, and you can flip it too. You know what I mean? Feels like a real quad. So this is the one to get, guys. All right, I'll talk to you later.